Showtime, showtime, showtime. Welcome to another episode of The Final Circle. It is your boy Priest and welcome to ES Nigeria. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Also leave in the comments what video you want us to do next. So, the last time we did talk about some interesting features and what titles you want to go into if you want to play, inside of esports. And I gave a couple of lists, I gave a couple of titles, and I gave a couple of scenarios where if you wanted to get into the esports space, if you wanted to play a particular title, these were the ones to look out for. Now, there was a little bit of a comparison that I got from the comment section the last time. So that prompted me to make this video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about FC25 and eFootball. The similarities, the differences, which one you should really go for if you want to be an esports athlete and if you want to compete in serious esports events. So number one, let's talk about eFootball and FC25, their similarities. Both of these titles are focused on football. Playstyle may be different, but they're basically football games at the core. At the default, they are both football titles. Now, the mechanics and the play style and the tactics and player behavior for these games are significantly different, and I mean significantly different. For someone who plays both titles, I can tell you that they are significantly different. But at the fundamental levels, they are both the same thing, both football-oriented games. Number two, they both offer multiplayer and competitive modes, online multiplayer and competitive mode. But I will be honest, when it comes to the online multiplayer mode, FC25 it leans a little bit differently because you have different modes, like significantly different modes, like pro clubs, foot champs, and manager mode, a plethora of modes. When it comes to modes, FC25 got it. But also, eFootball also has some nice modes. You play against AI, you also play against people online. Those are the similarities, and I wouldn't say difficulty wise they rank the same, but I think you could weigh the scales for yourself and decide. But online multiplayer, both of them offer those options, both of them offer those capabilities for someone who likes to play online with their friends, against their friends, 3 aside, 5 aside, you name it, and both of them are easily customizable based off of your preferences. And then I also think that both of these titles would be sharing licenses. I think they do share similar licenses. This title has player names, player kits, but there's something that's always going to be very interesting when it comes to FC25 and eFootball. Over time, FC25 was known as FIFA. I started playing FIFA in 2003. So it was FIFA 2003, FIFA 2004, FIFA 2005. Then they started removing the 2000s and started just putting the last two numbers. So it was FIFA 06, 07, 08, 09, so on and so forth. I know nostalgia merchants will be in the comment section, talking about, oh, this FIFA was the best FIFA, that FIFA was it was really down to the music. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section which FIFA had the best music. The soundtracks for FIFA were absolutely incredible, but I want you guys to tell me in the comment section which FIFA had that that dog in it. I want to know personally, but for me it was FIFA 16, and then we roll over to eFootball. It was PES, Pro Evolution Soccer was the title. You had PES 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, so on and so forth, until it transitioned into eFootball, I think in 2020. I think it was in 2020 then it transitioned into eFootball, and it started becoming eFootball 2021, 2022, 23, 24, and 25, which is where we are right now. So yeah, these are a couple of similarities that these games share. They've evolved, they've changed, they've adapted over the years. Play style, the game style has gotten a little bit better. The mechanics, the graphics, all of that stuff has advanced over time, and we've witnessed the growth over the period of time as well. So let's talk about the differences now. What is the difference between FC25 and eFootball? Why would you pick one over the other? What calls to you as an individual, as an athlete? Which one serves you better? Well, let's talk about the differences. And the first difference we'll talk about is the play style. Now, FC25 offers a unique, fast-paced playstyle mechanic, heavily focused on attacking plays, player behavior, player dynamics, player statistics, everything dependent on the players and the managerial aspect behind it. That is why, it offers manager mode, become a legend, all that stuff that is player-centric. You center around managing players, center around managing yourself as a player as well. Unfortunately, eFootball does not offer that, at least not in the same capacity that FC25 does, or the FC franchise does. But it still ties into what is more efficient for each title. FC25 is just more fast-paced, and then eFootball is more focused on the animation style, slow-paced, chill, more tactical approach towards the game, towards attacking, defending. Player behavior is good, but it's not reliable. You just can't rely on individual player brilliance throughout the course of eFootball, unlike the way you would do in FC, because if we're being real, FC is very, very heavy on player reliance. Even in the online stage, in foot champs, the divisions, the player abilities are very, very important. They cannot just be overlooked, and it's very interesting because you can't use a weaker team to easily succeed. The odds are ridiculously against you when you are playing in FC25 as compared to eFootball. So yeah, that is the first difference, I would say, between these two titles: the gameplay style, the gameplay mechanics, the graphics, all of that. Major differences. Upon sight, you would be able to tell the difference between one from the other. So what is the next difference? Well, I would say the monetization style for both of these franchises are worlds apart. Now, first, I think I did mention this in the previous video. FC25 is it rolls out an update every year, fully paid, and eFootball does microtransaction as well, but it's free to play. Now let's dive into this a little bit deeper. FC25, anytime you purchase FC25, it's annual, it's yearly, and FC25 has various editions. You have FC25 the standard edition, you have FC25 the ultimate edition. Now each of these are different. It's the same game at the base level. It is the same title, it is the same game, it is the same mechanics, but you just get more perks with ultimate edition over the standard edition. That is the only difference, and I think you maybe get some extra packs, extra unique players and stuff like that. Basically, more you get more with value. You pay more, you get more. Unfortunately, eFootball doesn't operate like that. eFootball does a slower rollout, but it's more online. The updates come online every couple of weeks or every couple of months, and it will be integrated into the title, so you do not necessarily have to buy a physical copy of eFootball every single time, unlike FC25. FC25, there's going to be an FC26 and there's going to be an FC27, following that pattern. That's just basically how it's going to be, and every single time you're going to make a purchase. Every single year you will make a purchase. Let's not forget, you also make purchases in game as well. You will purchase, if you're trying to purchase packs, you're trying to purchase elite players, stuff like that. There are still microtransactions inside of FC25, but in eFootball it is only microtransactions. You buy coins and you buy packs and all that to get your own players and your squad to level up. But that is the major difference between the monetization philosophy between the two titles. So which one serves you better? The one where you pay every single year for a brand new title, but with the major updates already included, or would you just stick to updating the game over time as the updates roll out for you, the live updates as well? Would you like a little bit of microtransactions here, or would you just like to pay for it all at once, like a Jagaban or something? Well, let me know. Tell me in the comments, which one would you prefer? So these two titles, how do they tie into esports? Well, for the most part, and in the ecosystem that we've already found ourselves in, FC25 has more robust modes to play from. Like I mentioned earlier, they've got Ultimate Team, they've got Become a Legend, player mode, Become a Manager, player modes. There's so many modes to focus on, but it's all about Ultimate Team. Now, why this is very interesting is Ultimate Team is individual specific. You know, when you are playing Ultimate Team, you build a team based off of what the title has offered you. It is very unbalanced because some players can be offered better athletes than others. When you factor that in, FC25 is much more ideal to be an offline esports title than eFootball, where it's not likely the same because you can tie in individual players but from different teams going forward. Now FC25 has more to offer in sense of, like I said, more game modes, more titles, more accessibility, and that gives you the chance to, you know, swing towards that. But eFootball has been known to grace more esports events, like I mentioned in the previous video, and I'm talking about, you know, the World Esports Championships, the Global Esports Games, the PMWC. But I think FC25 and eFootball both will be at the PMWC, slated to hold from July to August in 2025 in Saudi Arabia and the city of Riyadh. So if you didn't watch last year's event, if you didn't watch the PMWC last year, make sure you try to lock in and watch it this year as well to see who's going to win this year's title. I think Neymar was there the last. But that aside, so which one would you pick? Is it FC25, you know, microtransactions, Ultimate Team, Legend Mode, you name it, FUT, you know, basically all that? Or, you know, eFootball, microtransactions, free to play, is in all the esports events. You weigh your options and let me know what you decide. See you in the next episode.